Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Dorothy's house, aka Heather's mom's house. And this is part 3 of our 4-part series. So I'm just going to show you where I left off in the last episode, if that's what you want to call it, was just sorting out some of Dorothy's clothes that I pulled out from her closet. And this was after having already sorted out all the leggings and tops and things like that from the plastic drawers. So this just almost became comedic, and I felt like an infomercial and just wanted to say, but wait, there's more like this. Okay, so I took the doors off the closets and started organizing all of Heather's mom's stuff. But here's something that I found hilarious. Half of her husband's closet is also Heather's mom's stuff. So she's got, or she overtook most of his closet. I think probably just that section is his. and then maybe a few down here. I don't know. I haven't dived into it yet, and so I'm not sure, but it seems that most of it is Heather's mom's stuff, so it's just kind of funny. And it is kind of funny in a sense, just because it's like, how many clothes does one person need? But there is also a little bit of me that's sad for Heather that she is having to deal with all of this after experiencing all the loss that she has. And I'm sure the last thing in the world that she wants to deal with is her mom's and her sisters and her stepdad's clothing after they pass, and figure out what in the world to do with all that, especially when there are other way more important things that she needs to be focusing on, like getting the house sold and other items in the house that are of value. So there was a lot that we both learned through this whole process. And because I had so much time there sorting and organizing all this by myself, I really thought a lot about what I want to leave to my kids and what I don't want to leave to my kids, and what I hope my parents do before they pass. Because this, as fun as it was for me, it can be a burden for your family members after you pass away. And none of us are guaranteed that we're going to live until we're 90, 95. And by that point, who wants to be dealing with all this stuff anyway? So I think the sooner you can get started on paring your stuff down, the easier it's going to be, not only for your family after you pass, it's also going to give you a little bit more freedom to live your life in a way that's not just surrounded by stuff. And of course, some stuff is necessary. I'm not saying go get rid of everything because you'll be happier without it all. I mean, we still need our hobbies and things that support our lifestyle, but I just think that if we're honest with ourselves, most of us could stand to get rid of a few things and really not miss them. And I'm talking to myself as much as anyone else, because I have those things too that I'm like, well, I could do this with it, and that's why I'm keeping it. So, but really, am I ever going to get to all of these projects I plan on? Probably not. And I can tell you, there have been 2 people in the last year and a half that I've helped that have gotten to a point where they have told me, I just want it all gone. I don't want the stuff anymore. I am so tired of all the stuff, because their health has changed dramatically, and they know that they can no longer keep up with all the stuff. Stuff takes time to manage and maintain, and it takes up precious space. And when your health changes, you suddenly have a new perspective and think, yeah, I probably don't need 10 pots and I don't cook as much as I used to. So it's okay to get rid of 8 of these and just have 2. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Even if we did live until we were in our 90s, things don't get easier as you get older. Generally, they get a lot harder. I mean, I've already had a back surgery, a neck surgery, a shoulder surgery, and things are just starting to deteriorate. So I never know if tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up with a severe pain in my back like I did the first time that I needed an emergency surgery, and suddenly I'm out of commission for the next 6 months. So it's just unpredictable. We never know. So why not do yourself a favor and start now? Okay, let's get back to the video for a minute, because I am pleased to tell you that this stuff that I'm sorting right here is not Dorothy's clothes. This is actually her stepdad's clothes, or Heather's stepdad's clothes. John's clothes. We'll just say John, Dorothy's husband. But yeah, I'm finally sorting someone else's clothes other than Dorothy's. And I'm just sorting these into sizes. Most of them I think were medium. And apparently he was a very small statured. Is that the word I'm looking for? Anyway, he had a small stature. So he had a lot of medium and small, and then a few large for whatever reason. Heather thinks that some of this may have actually been her brothers that got mixed in with this stuff. But anyway, most of his were the medium and small ones. So, and then I'm just going to give you a little bit of an update on where we're at right here. Okay, here's what I have going on so far. These are all men's tops, and I've sorted them into small, medium, large, and then these are other random sizes like extra small and extra large. I haven't gotten to men's bottoms yet, but this is the closet, all sorted by color, which is pretty funny because it doesn't stay like this for long after I discover a whole bunch of other clothes I need to add to the mix. And then here's John's side of the closet, mostly empty except for like a bazillion hangers, and there are more out here in the hallway. And now let's take a look at the stuff in the living room. Everything is sorted by size, so this is all extra large. These are all like extra large sweatshirts, extra large shorts, extra large long sleeve tees, extra large short sleeve tees. I think that is medium. I don't know. No, this is medium. So same thing, except there's not as many mediums, so I put them all in the same bag. And then this is large, I believe. Yeah, large short sleeve tees. Yeah, I already took some out to the garage that are the leggings that I had already sorted out. And because there were still so many things to sort out, I decided to take a bunch home with me. And I first, of course, had to have Lori inspect it to make sure there were no bombs and that I didn't smuggle any kittens home. And I got the lick of approval on most everything. I was a little worried that this one wasn't going to pass inspection, but in the end, it did. Whew. Is it safe? Thank you, Mrs. Inspector. Okay, if you were shocked by the amount of leggings Dorothy had, check out how many flip-flops she had. And other sandals or other shoes, but mostly flip-flops. She probably had a pair for every single day of the year. So I'm just putting a rubber band around each pair just to make sure they stay together for the yard sale. And now we're back to more leggings. Last week's video, I had sorted out all of the leggings that were in the plastic drawers, and these are all the leggings that were in the bags that were on the floor. And I had assumed they'd already been sorted into some kind of category, but as I looked in there, they really hadn't. They just gotten all thrown in together. And since I had figured out by this point that not all of the leggings were the same size and that we should probably start sorting them into small, medium, large, extra large, all that, that's what I'm doing here. So that's what the different baskets are for, is for the different sizes. Oh, and something I have not even brought up yet that Heather was left to deal with or inherited were two vehicles, a Tahoe and a Hyundai Santa Fe. And her mom's Hyundai Santa Fe was something that I thought maybe my son would be interested in because he was in the middle of looking for a vehicle. And wouldn't it be great if we could take this off her hands? So anyway, she let me drive it home so he could test drive it. And as a thank you, I just cleaned the car out for her because it needed a thorough vacuuming, but it's in really good condition, had super low miles, and I really was tempted to get it if I could. But anyway, my son decided to go with something else, but it was still so nice of her to let me take it home so he could test drive it. And look how nicely all of those drawers fit back there. This video was brought to you by Hyundai Santa Fe. And now I just sit back and wait for them to pay me, right? That's how that works? I wish. But we are back at Dorothy's and we are in Heather's room. This is just where she would stay when she would come to visit or needed to stay there because she was taking care of whoever happened to be sick at the time. And it really just amazes me how much of an angel daughter she was, and sister, and stepdaughter, because she stayed here throughout all of that to take care of everybody as they were passing away. And it's kind of traumatic. Oh man, I just want to give her a hug. When I think about this, it breaks my heart. And I did give her several hugs as we talked those first couple days, and she is, guys, I just have met the coolest people throughout the last year and a half. It really has been the hardest year and a half of my life, but also the most amazing because of some of the people I've met and the community that I've built and just all of it. I know that I've had some struggles, but when I look at other people and some of the things that they've gone through, it really puts it all into perspective and makes it seem not so bad. Like, I can get through this. If Heather can deal with watching 4 of her family members pass away and her 2 precious dogs that she loved like children, all in just a few years, it's just, how can anybody do that? And when you meet her, you will never know that she has just been through all of that. And so it just makes me look at everybody a little differently. And there was a quote, I don't even remember where it came from, and it's probably not exactly like this, but this is kind of what I got from it. It's basically just treat everybody as though they are going through something hard, because more than likely they are, because we all do. And my heart might be different than yours, but we all struggle. So just be kind. It's not hard. Except for when you're behind the wheel of a car, and then it gets a little harder, but I'm trying. This is really not at all what I planned on talking about during this portion of this video, but I just let it go wherever my thoughts took me, which I never know because I have so many that they all compete, and that's what got out. So anyway, back to what I'm doing here besides pocket folding everything, because how can you not? There's so many blankets. It was just too tempting not to. But Heather had just asked me to work in this room because she is actually back from her trip to Cabo. She had extended it twice and got back it was I think it was like 3 or 4 days before this, but she had been dealing with a lot since she gotten back, and I had told me I'll just meet you there on Monday, but earlier in the morning she texted me and just said, I'm exhausted, I didn't sleep at all last night, so I will be asleep upstairs in Shauna's room. That's her sister. If you want to just get started on my room, and I'll be down when I wake up. But she didn't wake up until 4 p.m. and I had to leave at like 5. So I didn't get a whole lot of time with her, and that's okay. I thought I'll see her in a couple days because I'll be back on Wednesday, and I can get some of my questions that I had been filing away until I could talk to her, because it had been almost a month, and I was like, okay, I need a little bit more direction as to what exactly the end goal is here, because I know we're working up to a yard sale, but I think we may need to do something other than just a yard sale. But anyway, I thought, oh my gosh, Lori is behind me just whining like crazy. Sorry, that was distracting. But yeah, anyway, I thought, okay, I'll get my questions answered on Wednesday. And yeah, that didn't happen. But we'll get to that here in just a little bit. Okay, let me show you the piles I've created. And first, I have to show you this because I thought this was pretty funny. Let me play this and then I'll tell you why I'm playing it.
I guess I did kind of hyper organized. I just couldn't help myself.
So that is Cami from American Wife, and she's a friend and I love her channel, but I was just watching that while I was sorting out all this stuff, and when she accidentally organized the dog food on there, and said I couldn't help it. That's how I feel about this and all of these blankets and sheets that I had to do the pocket fold on. I just see stuff like that and I have to. It feels wrong not to. Okay, so this is all the men's stuff, and it goes small, medium, large, extra, extra large. Women's, I think this was large. Yeah, large, extra large. This is medium, and that's medium, but tops, bottoms. I know all of this is Heather's because it's too small for anyone else. She's tiny. And then this is just a pile of random stuff I'm not quite sure what to do with, because I think this is hers, but it says it's extra large and it looks like an extra small. So I don't know what Juicy Couture is thinking, but yeah. And then all of the linens. So, or I don't know, do you call towels linens? No, I guess those are linens. I don't know. You guys, I'm not the best at naming things. Anyway, so yeah, now this is her room, a little more organized. And I'm going to get started on sorting out stuff in the closet. And I'm just going to make this one really speedy for you. Everything that was in this closet was a lot different than the other clothes I had come across, so I don't even know whose clothes these were, or if it was just kind of a catch-all for, I don't know. It just, yeah, I just organized what was there. Okay, here is how I have organized the contents of the closet. So, first, starting with prosthetic arms. Just kidding. No, it is kind of cool though that her mom was an amputee, and that's one of her prosthetics. Anyway, this first section is stuff that I need to ask her about. This is double XL. From here to here is extra large, and then I've separated it with hangers for the next section. So this is large to here, and then this is medium, this is small, and that's extra, extra small. Isn't that the cutest thing? Okay, and then over here we have the pile of pants. that's extra large, large, medium, and small, extra small. Now I'm going to label them. Thought I was done in here for the day, and then I remembered these drawers have clothes in them. But I'm going to go through, because she just wanted me to go through all the clothes and stuff in this room. So again, the contents of these drawers seemed totally random. There were like boy shorts and then swimsuits and of all different sizes. So I had no idea whose was whose and where to put it. So I organized it as best I could, but I'm not going to stop and show you all those piles. Instead, we're going to move on to a new day. So this coming up is 2 days later, actually September 11th, 9/11. And I thought I was finally going to have Heather for the day so that we could go over some things and figure stuff out. But really quick, before we get to that new day, if you guys have ever enjoyed any of my videos, would you go please give this video a like and then subscribe, or check to see if you are still subscribed and that YouTube hasn't unsubscribed you for no reason. And then also turn on your notifications so that you get notified when I put out a new video. This is the easiest way to support my channel. So if you want to see any of the content that I have planned for next year, and I have a list a mile long, then this is how you can help me get my numbers back up to where I can afford to keep doing this and I can keep creating content. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, here's my next project at Heather's. We're in her sister's room who passed away as well. And all these drawers need to get gone through. I need to go through all the clothes that are in them, take them out and sort them into sizes for the yard sale. So all that plus all this. I just organized the closet, kind of. It's just got, or I just, did sizes again in the closet. So getting everything just sorted by sizes, because I think that's the best way to do it for the yard sale. So I'm going to take these into her mom's room, though, because it's kind of dim in here. And there's a clear bed in there because, look, this is everything on this bed. So I'm going to take it in there to sort out so that I've got a little bit more room. Just when you thought I was done with the leggings and tank top sorting, there's more. And I honestly don't know if the stuff that was in those drawers was actually her sister's and she just wore the same kind of stuff that her mom did, or if it is more of her mom's stuff and she just stored it in there because she ran out of room in here. I don't know, but this is really why I needed Heather there to figure out a better plan for all of this, because every time I ran across another dresser full of the same stuff or another closet that I'm like, oh, we're supposed to mix this in with all the other stuff. Okay, well, that changes everything. Now I'm going to have to go reorganize. And then it was like, do we keep it hung up? Do we take them all off the hangers and put them in bags so that for the yard sale we can just spread them out? And anyway, these are the kinds of questions I had. And I was just waiting for her to get there because it's just easier to ask some of these questions in person and walk through the rooms and figure out a plan together. But stuff kept just coming up, and I mean, specifically on this day, she was planning on running a couple errands and then being there in the afternoon. So I was just trying to keep myself busy until she got there. And then she just kept texting and, saying things were taking longer than she thought and that it's going to be a little later. And anyway, long story short, she never made it there again that day until I had already left. It was like probably half an hour after I left that she was finally able to make it there. So, and I know it sounds like I'm throwing her under the bus, but there are things that I could have done differently as well. And both of us have talked about this, and looking back on things, there are things we should have done right up front to make this all go a little bit smoother. And she was totally fine letting me use some of these more frustrating examples and the things that, got a little bit frustrating as I continue to work on this without much communication from her, so long as there was something to be learned from it. But how can I be mad? Because look at how beautiful this is. This was about the most fun thing I've ever done. Welcome to my yard sale. Just kidding. Okay, so here's what I've got going on. This whole line right here is extra large. So it goes extra large tops, shorts and pants. I just combined those because there wasn't that many. And then all of this is tank tops. Extra large tank tops. This is the 2XL tops, and then leggings, and then just tanks, leggings, tops. This is the large tanks, and then just pants, shorts, large tops, and then see that, medium leggings and pants, and then medium tanks. So that's what's in here, and I did not even include all of the extra large leggings because there are bags and bags and bags out in the living room. So I'm not even putting those up here because I'm going to go separate those out into the different, like, athletic leggings, what's the other word, like buttery soft, those kind of things. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So I did that. I didn't record it, but then just before I left that day, this happened. Guys, this is crazy. So this is the one that I just emptied, and I noticed that behind it there's another closet. So there's that closet, and I thought that's it. I thought this was just a wall, and then I realized it's a closet. So I moved the dresser, opened this closet. Look how many more clothes there are to go through. I can't even get this one all the way open, but yeah, I think it's even bigger than the other closet. So, oh my goodness, this is going to be quite the yard sale. Seriously, how did I miss this? If we go back in my footage, look at that. That is clearly a closet behind that, and I don't know why I didn't see it, because all this stuff was in front of it. But I sent these pictures to Heather and was like, did you know about this closet? She's like, oh yeah, I forgot to warn you about that. She's like, I actually forgot about it. So more clothes to organize, but this time I brought in reinforcements. My mom is back with me. Okay, here is our secret closet with better light. So new day. I moved that hutch, opened the window, put in a new light bulb so that we had more light to deal with this closet. The biggest one of all. A lot of the same stuff. So if I haven't said this already, the plan is to have each of the closets have a specific size so that when we do the yard sale, we can say, okay, this room is large, or even this closet, like that one over there, will be like large. This one might be extra large. The other one might be medium. I don't know exactly yet until we get everything together and know what we have, but I think that's the plan for today. Remember, rubber bands this time. So I'm gonna start with sorting out these shoes, more shoes, And my mom is in the other room sorting things into sizes, and we're just figuring out what closet or what room would be best to put which size in. So if you're thinking at this point, now, why didn't you guys just walk through the whole house on that first day and figure out a plan and get this all just written down so that there were no questions as to what's supposed to happen? And you could have taken all of these clothes and all of these shoes at the same time to sort them out once and not 10 different times. Well, that's what should have happened. Now, there are a few different reasons why it didn't happen that way. First, if you remember from my first video, I said that the first couple days that we spent there, we just talked a lot. When you think about all of the stuff that she's been through in the last few years, and she's finally at a point that she's ready to start getting rid of some of this stuff, and you find somebody that can help, and you've been watching her YouTube channel. It's just kind of fun to get to know each other. And to be honest, she's one of the most interesting people I have ever met. She's had a very interesting life. So it was just fun getting to know each other. So that was most of the first day, and probably most of the second day as well. So in the couple of hours that we had left on those days, we just focused on something that was like, okay, what can we get done in just a couple hours? And, we'll figure out the plan on the next visit. Because at that point, I thought it would be 3 weeks before I come back, because I've got camis to do and mirrors to do, and then we'll figure this out. And I knew at that point that Heather was planning on going to Cabo, but that she would be back before I was up there again. So that's what I was planning on. And then we'd get this all sorted out and make a really good plan. But she kept extending her trip, which is understandable. I mean, I would have too if I was having a good time finally after years of just one thing after another. So I don't blame her. But that left me just kind of guessing what to work on. So I'm going to pause right there for a second, because guess what we found? No, not another secret closet, but a mystery door. Okay, guys, I found this little secret closet. I don't know. Well, this is in the secret closet. Remember the secret closet? This is a door that I found behind all the clothes. I'm curious what's behind it. What could it be? I'm going to have my mom film me opening it, because I don't know what we're going to find.
Ooh. Should I sing a scary song?
No, you shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Actually, what? I don't really know what's going on here. Oh, there. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of scared, actually.
Ooh.
Stop it! Oh, it's like a crawl space with, just like insulation.
Isn't that a dead body back there?
Okay, admit it. Who else was thinking that this would be a good place to hide a dead body? Okay, guys, I swear we didn't plan this, but this paper that was sitting right there, okay, here's the date. September 18th, 2006. And guess what today is? September 18th, 2024. And let's see, how do I prove that? Oh, yeah, bring it up on your phone. Well, okay, September 18th. There you go. Isn't that weird? Exactly 18 years later. I did math right? Yes, okay. And then, let's see, here is what is back there. It's just insulation, nothing exciting, except I don't know what that is. I can't tell. I don't want to crawl back there either, so yeah, I'm sure a dead body was in here at some point. I think I watched too many crime shows. Anyway, back to my explanation. I don't know, story, whatever it was. But so yeah, I had to kind of figure out what to do. I mean, I could text Heather and get some instruction on what to be working on, but it's not the same as walking through the house and making a plan and knowing what the end goal is here, because all I knew is that she wanted to have a yard sale. And so I'm thinking, okay, there's limited time to have a yard sale because it's going to be getting colder, and we've got to do this before I go on my long trip because it'll be too late by the time I get back. So really the only weekend that was going to work for me if she wanted my help was going to be September 27th and 28th. And this is the 18th, so it's coming up quick. Anyway, with that in mind, I was just like, okay, we'll just keep trucking away at these clothes and getting it sorted and organized, because that is the bulk of what is here, and I don't know what to do with the other knickknacks and kitchen stuff and things like that. Okay, another pause right here while I show you my genius hack to see into places that you can't quite reach. And you probably do this too, but I just thought I'd show you just in case. Can't see up here, so this is how I'm figuring out if there's anything up there. Sure, I could grab a taller stool, but this is way more fun just to watch that footage back and see that, oh, no, nothing up there. I do this also with things that are really far away. I'll zoom in as much as I can, take a picture, and then zoom in even more to read a sign or, yeah. Anyway, smartphones are so handy for so many things. And look, we have a clear closet that we can now start bringing in the large clothes, I think this ended up being. So there we go. We're going to start bringing some clothes back in here. Okay, I just finished recording a lengthy explanation as to where Heather is now and why she's not here and available to ask what we should be really focusing on. But I decided to cut that out because I'm like, they don't need to know. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, just keep it concise, Bonnie. So I'm sorry if I've just rambled on. But just to be very brief, she went to Lake Powell for the weekend, and she and I have very different ideas of what a weekend is, because I'm thinking Friday to Sunday, and she was gone Wednesday to Monday. And so she was not here on this day that I had planned to come up with my mom and spend the night to really get stuff ready for the next weekend, because it's not far away, this yard sale. So that's what we are working on here, my mom and I. This is now the 19th, and I had asked Heather the week before, hey, if we start having a pre-sale to start getting rid of some of this stuff, are you okay with that? And she said, that sounds like a great idea. And so that's what we're getting ready for here. And we just put an ad on Facebook Marketplace and had people interested in coming to just rummage through things before we actually put it in the yard sale, so that they got the pick of the litter. So my mom and I actually spent the night, and this is early the next morning that we're just trying to get any valuables put away and block off anything that we don't want them accessing and all that. However, as we got sorting through some of this stuff, I was like, oh man, there's all these bags that I would love to be able to sell, but I don't think she has gone through them and decided which ones she's actually parting with. And anyway, just all these piles of things that it's like, I don't think we've gotten the go ahead on that one. So we're going to have to hold off. And here we have our first customer, and she was interested in a variety of things, and things like Christmas decor and gosh, my mind's going blank, but basically most of the stuff she was looking for, I was like, yes, we have it, but Heather hasn't given us the go ahead to sell it yet. So since Heather was unreachable at the time, I just put aside all this stuff that she was interested in and said, I'll ask Heather and get back to you on that. So that's what we did here. But then I was thinking, oh man, we got to get more variety to this, because this is not going to do well if it's mainly just women's clothing and a little bit of some other stuff. So my mom and I had brought up a few of our own things that, for me, I was just going to give them to the thrift store, but I set them aside and was like, I'll just throw them in the yard sale because it'll just give it more variety and attract more kinds of people. So we'll just throw it in there. Plus, my mom still had a lot of stuff of Mira's and Giselle's, if you guys remember Giselle, more like crafty type things. So any of the stuff that didn't sell on Whatnot, we decided to throw in the yard sale to attract more of a crafty type crowd. So as our customer is back there rummaging through the clothes in the back bedroom, I decided to clear some space to bring out some of the stuff that we'd brought so that there was just more to look at. But first, I've got to clear this counter of anything that's not actually for sale. So I'm just going to put those into the cupboards. And then I'll start bringing in the stuff that we brought and setting it out. Okay, here's the current state of affairs at Heather's. So we're still sorting out some stuff that I brought and my mom brought, but we've organized this by or all the men's stuff. So medium, large, the extra small, small men's stuff, and then this is Mira's tops that we still need to get out. Some of the kitchen items, some shoes, some bags, comforters, towels, and then we'll walk back here. Let's go this room first. So I think I'm going to end up hanging those up, but so this is our large room. And this has so all the large spaghetti strap tanks, and then I've sorted these. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. By the like lacy spaghetti strap, and then just these kind of tees or tanks. This is like medium tanks, leggings and pants. I think those are the medium shorts. This is our medium section back here, like some other pants and tops, and then a very small section back there. And then everything else in here is large. So all of that. And, we got shorts up there, leisure, like buttery soft, plain leggings, or like solid color. Anyway, just different types of leggings. Okay, now let's go to our extra large room. So these are like the tank tops, not tank tops, oh my gosh, my words. Like, oh my gosh, t-shirts. I seriously, I can't think of words right now. So like long sleeved and short sleeved, but they're also all mixed in here as well because I haven't pulled those out yet. So got a little more organizing to do. All of this is 2XL. And then everything else here is extra large. Oh, yeah. XL tanks. I keep finding more of these. I mean, I knew about them, but then I'd forgotten when I was kind of trying to organize these a little better in here. Anyway, we've got some leggings. These ones are Mira's that we're trying to sell here. Buttery soft leggings, some shorts. So there's, so pretty. Some of the tanks, more tanks, spaghetti strap tanks, athletic leggings, other leggings, leggings, and some of the like solid colored leggings. And then I think that's 2XL. I don't know. We still need to sort through that, but got to get out of here. So just wanted to film the progress. And there we go. So all we have left now is the art sale, and it is going to be a fun video because Heather's in it and she's just so much fun. So this is just a little sneak peek of that. And then I'll just leave you with pictures from today's video and the land of leggings and leave you with that. So thank you for joining me today. Remember to go like this video and subscribe if you haven't. And because I don't want to ruin these beautiful pictures with the stuff that pops up at the end, I'm actually going to end this with a rooster that was at one of the car dealerships that we went to when I was looking for a car with my son. So anyway, thank you guys again for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.